Hello, Blendies. Welcome back to my review, and also welcome to the newcomers. So today I have brought one of my absolute favorite pieces from NECA back in 2000s. This is Dead Space One figure, or you can just call it Dead Space instead of saying Dead Space One, however you want to call it. So we do have Isaac Clarke himself. We do have Necromorph slasher figure over here. And these are, again, my absolute favorite NECA figures of all time. And I had this guy in my shelf for about a year or so, somewhere around there. It's getting close. I think it's been a year since I got these two last April, I believe. Well, the only reason why I wasn't reviewing these two this whole time was because I take too much care of these two figure that I didn't even want to touch them myself, since I didn't even want to bother touching them, trying to break it by accident by any chance. But well, I have decided to bring it today and just to show it to you guys, and I wanted to leave some record on my channel of myself reviewing these two as well. So finally, it's here. So before anything, I want to get to Isaac Clarke himself. Uh, Necromorph Slasher is absolutely an amazing piece too, but we're gonna have a look at that in a bit again. So Isaac is here, and it's an absolute amazing piece. They do have Figma version, which is based on the remake, Dead Space remake, which I recently played but didn't get to finish the whole thing. But of course, I did watch through the gameplays on YouTube already, um since when it first released back then, not so long ago. Dead Space is my absolute favorite. It's my number one sci-fi based horror of not figure horror game in my game playlist so far that I've played so far. It's my absolute favorite. Really do love it. And like I want to focus more on the detail in this review instead of going through all the articulation, just because I really do not want to break these guys. I truly am gonna be heartbroken if that's the case. So I'm gonna minimize the articulation in this review, just letting you know. And I hope you understand. I really don't want to break it. So the helmet's really nicely done. You see the visor over there. It's kind of hard to see, but it's in translucent plastic, in dark bluish kind of color. So yeah, the good thing about this figure is that it actually lights up. Same for the backside over here, and yeah, not the stasis part over here. It's pre-painted, which kind of sucks. I wish that was also part of the light up feature. I don't have the battery on this things, and I never really tested if the LED works for my copy of the figure. Just assuming that it does, because it's in perfect shape. Besides, it doesn't have any plasma cutter or any other weapons that this guy's supposed to come with, because I got this guy secondhand year ago. But anyways, it is insane. Like the painting on this thing is so good. I love it so much. Like, wow, they nailed it. I love it. And of course, you can see like the design of the OG game version of the suit over here is slightly different from the remake version, right? Especially the shoulder parts, as you can see. But it does have, you know, the chest piece, the part over here. I don't know what you call it. He used it to do a video call with his people in the game, right? And it is awesome. It's really nicely done. And these like upgraded chest pieces too. I love it. Look at the detail. I absolutely love it. By the way, mine is the bloody version. I'm pretty sure there's a normal version as well, but I do not have the normal one. It's the bloody one I have. And this is really cool. Such a cool figure. Absolutely love it. The backside, top side of the helmet. Love this stasis part. Wish it wasn't translucent plastic too. But lighting up feature for the backside, the health bar or the rig stuff. I forgot what it was called. And since this helmet do also light up when you put the battery inside, which the switch is on here, you just have to press it once. It's such a cool feature. Really well hidden switch. Absolutely love it. Though you can see a bit of screw at the back, I don't really mind too much about it. It's kind of mechanic, so kind of adds up into it, to the detail, I guess, in my opinion. And really nicely done wrinkles for the arms too. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. What I love about Dead Space is this part where it actually shows you and guides you through the path that you're supposed to go. Really great and friendly, kind of player friendly, if you know what I mean. That's what I love about Dead Space game. I just love it. I always have a hard time trying to get all the puzzle pieces for Resident Evil kind of stuff. I suck at those games, but I do love them. I'm passionate about Resident Evil 2 and those kind of horror games, but they're really just honestly kind of hard for me. I'm a noob when it comes to puzzle pieces, so yeah. Anyways, bloody painting at the shoulder piece over here, really nice. Love it. This guy has a semi-gripping hand, because you're supposed to attach plasma cutter here, which I don't have, which sucks. But yeah, again, this part is really nicely painted. Absolutely love it. More blood at the pants. Love it. The silver part at the knee. Love it. The back. At the bottom it says 2009 Electronic Arts. NECA 2009. I think all these like NECA game figurine series was used to call. I think we used to call it a player select series. I'm not sure if this was part of it. Pretty sure it is. Let me know if I'm wrong though. But yeah, the details are absolutely nice. The joints are really nicely hidden in my opinion. They're thick as hell, and really do love it. Absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. And yeah, now I want to get through Necromorph, and yeah, I really am hesitating to get through the articulation because I don't want to risk breaking anything. Let's put Isaac aside. And Necromorph Slasher has a little bit of hard time standing on its own since you know, because of the design of the feet. Even though it has a peg hole, you definitely gotta use a base for it. And but either way, it's really nicely made figure. Absolutely nice. Very authentic to the original game design. It doesn't have any of these suits, like leftover suit pieces like the remade version, but yeah, very authentic to the OG. Absolutely disgusting too, isn't it? It's gorgeous. I love it. Very brutal looking and yeah, very disturbing. The first time I've seen this guy, I had this guy in my shelf, I was truly terrified. Because wow, this guy, the cruelty of the design of this thing is absolutely amazing. Well, I want to put the hands like that crossed for now, just to look at the head sculpt better. Well, it's jawless. It's jawless, and all these flesh you see, it's absolutely amazing. Oops. I got a new tripod. It's not really a tripod, it's the one that I attached to the table and adjust the angles and stuff, so it's a little bit shaky every time I touch my phone, which kind of sucks, but it's much better than the previous one. The head, again, well, going back to the head, it's really nice. The eyes are painted, purely painted in white, and there's lots of blood going on. Well, again, jawless. The inner flesh is really disgusting, nicely done. It has nips. It has nips. Um, it has this inner double hands or arms over here, which is movable because they're in ball joint. I think I'm gonna skip the articulate for Isaac Clarke, but I think I can go and show the Necromorph um, articulation because this guy has a smoother joint compared to the Isaac of my copy. So yeah. Well, besides that, the arm is nicely done too, very authentic to the game again. And you see these like blades coming out through the palm. It's absolutely sharp, so gotta be careful with that. And the backside of this design of the creature, this slasher, is the best part of this figure, or just in general when it comes to the design of this guy alone. It's disgusting. Look at the spine. Like, wow. Very realistic and super disturbing, in my opinion. Very disgusting. And it leads all the way to the top side of the neck. Very disgusting. Jeez. And yeah, again, the inside, it has even more flesh details. Leads all the way to the thigh, at the butt as well. And even more bloody painting over here. And yeah, leads to the feet, which are very interesting looking. This part of the feet reminds me of like heels, so the design is kind of crazy if you think about it. The fact that this guy can stand and walk with these type of feet, quite impressive, not gonna lie. Well, getting to the articulation for this guy, because I do want to make sure I can show you the articulation. Well, at least from the one of these two in my review. Um, the neck isn't ball joint. So it moves up and down. It does swivel. It can do a bit of pivot, and the arm moves up and down. It swivels. The arm swivels. Wrist is in ball joint, so that's good. This blade does move, but it's a little stiff. Well, again, these inner stomach double arm moves in ball joint. The leg moves up and down. The knee swivels. The feet's supposed to swivel too. Little stiff. Well, that is pretty much it for the slasher articulation. But the best part of the older NECA figures, this is why I always tell people you gotta get. I mean, I always tell in my NECA review videos that I very much prefer the older NECA figures instead of the modernized ones. I'm not a big fan of Ultimate figures, but why? These guys are highly detailed. They were cheap back then, and they're really valuable now since they are discontinued, and they still hold up to its date. And they're very authentic to its whatever the franchise they came from. You want to see? You see? The limbs do come off, and it does have detail inside. It's crazy. The leg does fall apart too. So both arm and both legs do pop out, and it has detail all the way inside. It's a giant ball pack hinge or joint, whatever you want to call it. And you can remove all the limbs, all four of these. Again, I'm being really careful because I don't want to break it. Jesus, I'm so scared. There we go. And you can remove all the limbs. Very authentic to the game, isn't it? You have to cut the limbs if you want to get rid of these guys rapidly. Super authentic to the game. I love this so much. So much. So you can get rid of the limbs. It's absolutely cool. By the way, it's a great idea for you to use these kind of Figma base to make Necromorph stand on its own. Or you can use NECA base as well, because this guy does have a pec hole at the bottom of the feet over here, but only for one side though, which kind of sucks. But you get the idea. Isaac, a Necromorph. Slasher. Jeez, look at that. Look how disgusting it is. Jesus. Anyways, I think this was a great chance to show you one of my all-time favorite NECA action figure that's available out there. No longer continued, but I truly wish NECA will be able to get the license to continue the game series again. So that we can probably get Ultimate Isaac Clarke, and we can possibly get Ultimate Chris Redfield from Resident Evil, Ultimate Leon S. Kennedy, Ultimate Ada Wong, or maybe Ultimate Nicole, Ultimate Ellie, or even Dead Space 3 suit, which is my second favorite suit from Dead Space game. My priority comes to this version of the suit, the first one. But, continuing the game series again will definitely allow NECA to grow even more as a company from what they are currently. That's what I truly believe will be the case if they ever manage to bring back the game series, which is my all-time dream come true, wannabe kind of thing, But I don't really, honestly, realistically, I don't really see it happening anytime soon. Not at all. Maybe before I die, hopefully. But yeah, anyways, glad that I could show you these Dead Space action figures by NECA back in old days. Again, little apologies because I didn't get through the articulation for the Isaac Clarke, nor have shown you the LED feature because I do not have the battery, which kind of sucks. But maybe in the future I'll try it again and upload it as a shorts video if I manage to get the batteries and stuff. I just really am scared to, take the back part of the ISO card out. You have to pull it out in order to put the batteries inside, which is kind of risky since the pegs are small and they seem to be it seems to be fragile. But anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll come back with another review.